What's going on, guys? JVP Duel here. Hope you guys are enjoying your Thursday. And for today's matchup, I'm bringing you an Adventure Pranks versus a Zombie World Eldlich with me as the prankster going first. Now, not an ideal hand because you do not have any hand trap negates, but I go into my combo anyways. I'm doing my combo and thinking if my opponent does not hand trap me, then obviously we are going to go towards our totally awesome combo. My opponent does not hand trap me, so I start going towards my totally awesome combo. To do the totally awesome combo, it's pretty straightforward with instant fusion. You go into your one card combo as usual, but you have to make sure of two things. You need to have a copy of Dropsies in the graveyard, and the last graveyard activation you do cannot be Dropsies. It has to be Lamseas, Fansies, or Roxies. That way you will be specialing out a copy of Dropsies on the field. Then you will be using your instant fusion, which I'm about to do right now. So there it is, instant fusion, you use it, go into your rocket ride. Rocket ride will tribute itself to pull out the copy of Dropsies in the graveyard, put it on the field along with my Doodle-Doo. That way I have two level 2 aqua monsters. That means a totally awesome on the field. Now, two things right here again. I cannot activate pranks first of all because I only have 4 Prankets cards in the graveyard. If I activate it, I cannot activate Bow Bark on my opponent's turn. Second thing is that I search for a copy of Lamseas using my Prankets place, not my Roxies, because in case my opponent had 2 Call by the Grave in his hand, he could have completely negated my Bow Bark plus Totally Awesome. That means I'll be left with just Doodle-Doo plus Lamseas in my hand. Using those two, I at least could have gone into Weather Washer so that I could put cards on the field immune to destruction through battle for that turn itself. That's why I made the play the way I did. Now opponent's draw phase, he draws a card. Sadly, what happened here was I was excited about maybe thinking my opponent was playing a combo deck. If he combos, I would nib him first, then go into Butler. That all went out the window once I saw him playing a Eldlich deck. So obviously I was not going to negate the Eldlich summoning on the field play. I saved my Totally Awesome for a Gozen match or a Warlord rivalry play. So in case my opponent flips over those cards, I was trying to use my Totally Awesome to negate that, because that basically means your Prankets combo will get stopped if your opponent flips over those cards. Second thing, I did not open my Pandemonium. Why? Because in case he had a Solemn Judgment on the field to negate my Totally Awesome, and then he flips over a Gozen match or rivalry, I would have to get rid of my entire field, and my play would be dead either way. So I was trying to save my Pandemonium to go into Butler in case he does that. So that way I could at least put a Butler on the field on my turn after he activates his floodgates. That's the reason why I did not go into Pandemonium at the end of my opponent's turn. So draw phase, I draw into Crossout. Pretty useless card. Normal out Lamseas, right here. My opponent opens up the Shiranui style Swallow. It says tribute 1 zombie monster, then target 2 cards in the field, destroy them, then banish 1 Shiranui monster from your deck. So basically this card was targeting my Totally Awesome plus my Pandemonium. I did not want that to happen. He was trying to destroy my negate, so I just used my negate to negate his destruction. So I chained my Totally Awesome to it. He chain links a heavy Feather Duster to the Totally Awesome to destroy my back row set. Now this did not matter to me at all. Why? Because I have Doodle-Doo on the field. I could just tribute the Doodle-Doo and then target those 2 cards that were destroyed right now, add them to my hand, and I could easily put them on the field again. Right here he activates Haquero. I was hoping for him to not have a Sanguine on field, which he didn't, so he could not banish my Dropsies I was targeting to add to my hand. This Haquero right here, it is considered a zombie monster. So I was playing a little bit greedy right here. This card is considered a zombie monster. If he had another Shiranui style slash Swallow slash, he could have tributed this card to target 2 cards on my side and pop them again. So I could have popped this card using Raigeki, but I chose not to do it again. I was going towards my OTK combo, so I was going to pop this card with access code anyways. So right there, I start going into my combo. You guys know what's already about to happen. I was going to go in towards my access code through Nightmare Unicorn. Nightmare Unicorn would bounce 1 face down set card on his side, and then I would use the Pandemonium, go into Butler because I did have all the cards I needed for the Butler in my hand, That was my OTK plan for this turn. So as I'm doing this, I go through Roxy's as well because I was trying to search for a combo extension again, or maybe something more useful like Harpy's Feather Duster to wipe out his back row completely. Did not happen, drew into a Garnet. So there is the Unicorn. Unicorn discards a card from my hand, target a back row set, which turned out to be another Swallow's Slash. Right here, he targets my Unicorn plus my Dropsies. So I was forced to use my Pandemonium going to my Weather Washer, not my Butler, because I know what this card does. It banishes one Shiranui card, and the one card they banish is the Spirit Master. When Spirit Master is banished, you can target one face-up card your opponent controls and destroy it. This is the reason why I did not go into my Butler. I knew this was about to happen. So I threw my Weather Washer as bait, gave it to him. It resolves, destroys my Weather Washer. I'm completely okay with it. I get my 2 specials on the field, but this is technically the end of my combo. I cannot do or push into my combo any further because I used Pandemonium and I'm locked into Prank's monsters only at this point. I activate Pranks, recycle 3 cards once my turn will get over. He targets his cards in his graveyard, banishes them to set cards on the field, all the kinds of stuff the Eldlich players do. Gets the Golden Lord in his hand, specials it out at 35, goes into battle phase, kills 1 card. I don't care about all this. We still have combo starter cards on the field plus in my hand. As long as he does not set up a floodgate on the field, we should be good to go. He banishes again to set down the Scarlet Sanguine. I'm okay with all of that. Now right here, this is the biggest misplay of the game so far that the opponent did. I don't know if you guys understand how Vanities works, but I'm pretty sure you guys see what the misplay is. I'll explain it to you anyways. He Chain Link 1'd his Vanity's Emptiness on draw phase, alright, so I cannot respond to this. And then Chain Link 2 his Scarlet Sanguine. So what this does is that Scarlet Sanguine is going to resolve. It's going to put the Eldlich on the field. Then the Vanity is going to resolve, and Vanity, once it resolves, it's going to see the Scarlet Sanguine going from the field to the graveyard. And Vanity's Emptiness says if a card is sent from the field to the graveyard, it will pop itself. So my opponent basically just activated Vanities just to pop the Vanities himself, and I get a way to go into my combo. He cannot restrict me from specialing out monsters. So right here, I start going into my Adventures token engine. I already know this card is Conquistador. We saw him setting it down. So he activates it on my token, targets my Faithful, kills it. I'm okay with that. Activate my Geki, kill off his cards. Then I start going into my combo. Now I have to think, can I kill my opponent this turn itself? The answer is, again, no. Because even if somehow I put Access Code on the field, Access Code comes on the field with 4,300 attack because I will be using up a Link 2, not Link 3. My Unicorn is in the graveyard. So the next best thing I can do is go into my Predaplant. Predaplant gives me access to my Butler again. So I discard the copy of the Thunder Dragon Fusion with Predaplant, go into my Butler. This way, at least I can get rid of this Eldlich on the field. Go into battle phase, do just that, hit him in the face for 3,500 with my rest of the monsters, end my turn. Activate Pranks at the end. I go into main phase 2, activate my Doodle-Doo, pull out a copy of Prank's monster card plus my Pandemonium, set down my Pandemonium. So I was trying to set up for my Weather Washer play at this point, then end my turn, and then recycle 3 cards. You guys see I ended up recycling my Weather Washer as well because I wanted to go into my Weather Washer at that point again. This guy top decks a Pot of E, so basically he's going to be drawing cards with this. Activates the Scarlet Sanguine in the graveyard, sets down a Golden Land Forever on the field, sets down another card which was a Pot of E, puts the Golden Lord on the field at 3,500 attack again. I'm okay with all of this. Then flips over another Eldlich, puts another Eldlich on the field. I'm again okay with all of this because I do have my Butler pop. He was trying to end his main phase, so I instantly go into my Weather Washer. We will be activating the graveyard effects of our Prank's cards, and I will chain link my Weather Washer and my Butler to this. So you guys will see, I will use my Weather Washer first, I will tribute itself, and then target the 2 cards in the graveyard to put on the field. Basically my Doodle-Doo plus my Bow Wow, and then activate my Butler again to pop one of his Eldlich monsters, which is not immune to destruction through card effects. It resolves. Now I have the copy of my Bow Wow plus Doodle Doo on the field. It did not matter which way I put them because I was going to tribute the Bow Wow bark anyways. And seeing all of this, my opponent just outright scoops. He says, I do not want to deal with this anymore. I'm out, bro. That's going to be the end of the game, guys. If you guys do like this kind of videos, please consider hitting the like button, subscribing to my channel for more daily prank game video uploads. If you guys are interested in the live version of all of this, I do live stream on Twitch, twitch.tv/jpbduel. Link along with my schedule is going to be in the video description itself for you guys to check out. This is JPBDuel signing off for today. I'll see you all in the next video. Peace!